See. All right, good morning, guys. Today is Tuesday, May 6th. So we'll see if we'll be able to catch some. Give me one moment. Right. See. See. um, There's something here. 30-minute EMA, 15-minute. We have a bullish order block here. So there's a EMA scalp entry here. However, we are next to an order block here. But let's see how this one will go. Yeah, so I would have taken this sell here. However, we do have a 15-minute bullish order block. So yeah, that's just a red flag. So there's a rejection scalp for EMA retests, but we do have this 15-minute bullish order block here. Mm, we do have a 4 hour. No, no, no. Yes. Yeah, so you can see we ended up taking that. Give me one moment. Yeah, so if we would have taken that entry there, would have lost this trade, right? Because the red flag for this trade was the order block, right? That 15-minute bullish order block. So you don't want to take, so most of these rejection scalps are counter trends. So the red flag here was this 15-minute bullish order block that's right here. So this one right here. So you don't want to, if you're selling, you want to make sure you don't have a bullish order block around your entry. If you're buying, you don't want to have a bearish order block around your entry. All right. So let's just keep waiting. We might get a, yeah, I think we might get a 15-minute STR rejection entry. Mm, 4 hours. So, mm, Um, Here, let me see if this will be a. Mm, let's see. Fill this in real quick. When was the last day? Wednesday. Thursday. All right, so this chart to my left is for SAR levels rejection, which is the original rejection scalp strategy. The one to my right is based off of EMAs. So the EMA one too has been very profitable. I think in 5 days, I think this is maybe the sixth or between the sixth and 10th day I'm trading it. But in about 5 days, it made about $10,000, which is about a quarter of what the SAR rejection level, or I'm sorry, SAR rejection scalp made, which was about $40,000 in the last month and a half. So the goal is to use these two strategies and just maximize on them. And beginning this month, I'm not really trading like even the SAR rejection level. This is an example of an SAR rejection level that I'd marked up for US 30. It's still going, but I just want to stick mainly to the rejection scalps for now because they're way more profitable and it just uh, it just makes sense based off of the profitability level. But here there is a US 30 SAR levels rejection with a 15. So it has a what? 150 point take profit and 150 point stop loss. But I'm not in this one. I saw it before market open and I just chose to mark it up. But there's a currently US 31. So it does look good. It's like an A setup. Um, but yeah, so for me, I mean, nowadays I just prefer to do one of this to the either the SAR levels rejection. No, I'm sorry, the rejection scalps based off of SAR or based off of the EMA and also the order block actually. So there's also you can also do the rejection scalps based off of order blocks. So at this point, we just have to wait. The earliest, I think the earliest SAR we can get is a 15-minute buy. The last time we got it was about 3 hours ago. So if price pushes up heavily, we might get a 15-minute one, or if price comes all the way up here to this level where we have this hourlies, that might also be a nice level. But we just need to pay attention to these order blocks that are right here. So for example, if we were to get a sell entry around this hourly bullish order block, I wouldn't take it. Same to this one right here, this hourly bullish low. So one of the same things that I didn't take this EMA rejection, because if your TP, so for the rejection scalps, you have a 20-point TP and stop loss. So that is very minimal for US 30, right? But you don't want either inside. So let's say you're selling, you don't want a bullish order block anywhere between your TP and stop loss. So if it's away, that is perfect. But if it's within that TP and stop loss, you do not want it there. So that's exactly why, like, I didn't take this EMA rejection scalp that came in here for the, I think it was for the 30-minute or 15-minute EMA. And also, if we push down, if we end up pushing down heavily, we might get a 15-minute sell, because the last time the 15-minute sell formed was at about 7:30 or 7:45. But if we stay in this range, there'll probably be no trades for today. For the EMA rejection scalp. So right here for the EMA rejection scalp, any EMA that has a check mark next to it at the very end means that it's already been retested. The goal is to trade the EMAs that do not have a check mark. So for example, these ones that have a X at the very end. So it just means, like, for example, this top one here means that the 15 EMA one has not, oh, I'm sorry, the 15-minute EMA two has not been retested. So the goal is that if price gets to similar logic to the SAR, if price gets to either this 4 hour or this 15-minute one, you expect some sort of rejection before any continuation in either direction. So those minimal rejections are what the rejection scalps are all about, because you're going for such a small TP and stop loss. So for example, so let's assume price stays here and we see that we already have a bullish order block, right? So just to measure whether this bullish order block would be in the way of the TP or stop loss, you can see for this one, I wouldn't take it either, right? So even if price gets here, or even gets to this 4 hour EMA one, I'm not going to take any of those trades, because we have an hourly bullish order block within the stop loss. So what that means is that it just gives a lot of room for manipulation, that price can come here, get stopped out, and then they use this bearish order block maybe to bring price back down. So as it stands right now, I don't even see any entry for the EMAs, unless we maybe form another one somewhere here. But right now, I really do not see anything. The only possible thing I do see is a order block rejection scalp. If price gets to this 30-minute, actually even that one we wouldn't take it, because we don't have a green zone here. So inside that order block, there's no green zone. So yeah, I really don't see any particular trades for today, the morning session, that is. Because yeah, these order blocks are in no man's land, so there's no area of demand anywhere there. So we can just keep waiting till like 10:30 and see if there's any change. But based off of how the market is structured right now, I really don't see anything that may come up now. It's crazy. Like the days we have Live sessions are almost the days that we don't get any entries. And I think we have FOMC tomorrow, right? Uh, yeah, we have FOMC tomorrow. So yeah, so between today and maybe tomorrow afternoon, price might just be stuck in a range because we do have the FOMC statement tomorrow and also the press conference. So this is the heavy news. I'm sorry, heavy FOMC release. I think it happens like once a month if I'm not wrong. But yeah, between now and tomorrow, price might just be stuck in some ranges. All right, let's see if we get anything here. All right, with this push down, so there is, let me see. I think we'll create a SCR rejection level here somewhere. Give me one. Just where is this one? Hmm. This one is all the way up there. Never mind. Yeah, so this is that area where we would have taken a order block rejection scalp. However, there's no demand zone. The demand zone is all the way down here, but this would have been an area where we would have looked for a rejection scalps among one of those order blocks. But the order block rejection scalp has not been profitable. I think it's had like break even pretty so far. So it's not as profitable as the EMA and the SCR rejection scalp. So for the other EMAs, so you can see the 4 hour EMA 2 has already been retested. The daily EMA one has been retested. So the only one that hasn't been retested is this hourly EMA 2 because we see it has a X on it. So even for this one, let's see. I do see we have that bearish order block right above it. And let's see whether it would be within the 200 points TP and stop loss. So this one is perfect to take, right? Because for this particular one, the order block is away from the TP or stop loss. But unless maybe at 10 a.m. we have a big spike to the downside, because I wouldn't be taking entries at 4 hour EMA 2 or daily EMA 1 because they've already been retested. We might still have some rejection there, but it's all a matter of probability. But this one would be a nice one to take for the hourly EMA 2. But I don't know if price is going to get down there like during when we are on the live session. But I have a feeling we might get a 15-minute. Feel like this 15-minute sell might soon switch to somewhere down here, uh, in order to give us a buying opportunity. This 15-minute SAR right here. So if we had a demand zone here, we would have taken that order block entry or that order block rejection scalp, because the entry would have been right here at this crossover buy here. So this would have been if, and that's only if we had a green zone, which we did not, but that would have been the entry for the order block rejection scalp. But unfortunately, we did not have a green zone here where this order block is, right? So you can see the green zone was somewhere just down here, or the demand zone was just below it. So hopefully the 10 a.m. candle brings some sort of liquidity. Man. All right, let's just keep waiting. Okay, let's see what we have here. So if we close above this 15-minute EMA one, that's a buy opportunity. However, if we look at the zones, we're in a supply zone. So, we can't even enter any buys when we are in there. So as much as we might close above, there's really nothing we can do to take any buys. So based off of where price is at right now, I would be looking for sells, but really there's no selling opportunity as well, right? You can see all these EMAs have a checkbox or have a check mark next to them, which means they've already been tested. For the SARs, we don't have any new SARs or any newly established SARs. So honestly, I don't think we'll get any trades during the morning session, maybe the afternoon session. That's when maybe we'll find something, but I'll try to stay on for till like 10:30-ish and just keep observing. But right now, there's really nothing for us to take. Price is pretty much in a big consolidation, and actually, it's moving back to consolidation. So you can see this trade would have gotten stopped out. The US 30 SAR levels rejection. Yeah, so this this one's really yeah, I just want to focus on wait, we do have a give me one moment. There's okay, so we might get a sell. We just got this S rejection level here on the 30-minute. So we do have an order block up there, so let's see how far it is. So long as it's 20 points, it's not within our TP and stop loss, then we can definitely take it. So here, okay, perfect. So TP and stop loss is away from the order block. So here, what we want to do, we want to wait for price to come 10 points away. So 10 points away would be 102.7. So price has to come here first before rejecting at this rejection level. So we want to see a spike in price. So the possible sell entry here. Rejection scalp. Mm, mm, mm. Where is to make sure my copier is turned on? Oh wow, wait. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Come on. Let's see. Okay. So what we want here is we want price to go past the rejection level, and that's what we are trying to write. So we don't want price reject, and we also got a 15-minute level there. So we want to make sure, so we have a 30-minute and 15-minute. This 15-minute one, 27, the 15-minute one is within the bullish order block. So I wouldn't take the 15-minute one because you can see uh, between the entry between the entry and the stop loss, we have the hourly bullish low order block. So the only entry right here I would be looking to take is this 30-minute rejection area. However, we don't want price to get to the 30-minute rejection area and then come back down before going back to meet the 10-point threshold. So here's just a matter of waiting. The rejection level is at 992.8. I think we're gonna get this one because the rejection level, there we go. So right now I'm looking for a sell entry. I'm sorry, a crossover sell. So I need that red X to show up. So once that red X shows up, I'm taking this trade with 20 points take profit, 20 points stop loss. Actually, 20 points stop loss, 100 points TP, but I have my trailing stop set at 1:1. So as soon as the trade achieves a 1:1, or as soon as the trade achieves 20 points in profit, my trailing stop, starts trailing the profit. Let's see if we'll get this one. So we've already satisfied our requirements, right? Yep, perfect, perfect, perfect. So as soon as you see that red X, I am entering the trade. There it is. So we need the candle to close, and we need to make sure that the red X is still there. So you can see it tried to form, but it did not. So we need the red X to form with a candle closure. Might be somewhere here. Might be this next candle. Let's see. Nope. I keep waiting. So the higher it goes, the better, actually, right? So the higher it goes before giving us that red X, the better, because it gives better confluences for a nice quick reversal to the downside. So remember, 20 points is nothing for US 30. 20 points is such a small distance, which is why this one is like ideally a scalping strategy. And you can see, so we're still fine, even though price is still going up. I do know we have that order block up there, but the idea is that price will come back and close below that rejection level that was formed. So if it wants to keep going up, the better. Yep, so that's fine. So this is still valid because we are looking to enter at the first red X. So it's still valid. And if we look up here, you can see we are pretty much in this in a red zone. And I do know we are coming up on we are coming up on another rejection level up there, like the hourly. So just keep waiting. Mm, might be this candle. Let's see. Yep. So there it is. So I'm in that trade, and let's see how it goes. All right. We just need a nice spike down. Um, we do have this hourly up here. So let's see. This hourly 61.81. Yeah, so this one wouldn't work as well. So this would be the last trade. So whatever happens with this trade, this one will be the last ideally one, because here we do have this rejection level on the hourly. However, the 20 point, this hourly bullish order block is within the stop loss level. So hopefully this hits TP. If not, this will be the last trade of the day. Yeah. So got stopped out for this particular trade. We do have this hourly here. However, for this hourly one, uh, 61 to 81. Yeah, so this order block is still in the way. So unfortunately, this particular trade right here got stopped out. 41,032. 032. All right. So that one got stopped out. And for some of these rejection scalps, sometimes you get stopped out and then price just ends up coming back in whatever direction you were doing. But other than that, let's see. For the EMAs, there is nothing as well here. I know we had reviewed this 15-minute and 4-hour, and it was kind of the same thing that we have those order blocks in place. So today we just had some opposing order blocks that were just in the way. Um, yeah, because there's no sell here. There's no potential sell because of this hourly bullish order block. And same thing here. So for this hourly buy, it wouldn't even be valid because it did not achieve the 10-point threshold before coming back down here. So same thing for that one. There's nothing. Let's see if there's any other level really. That was the 30. There's a potential one right here on this 30-minute. No, actually, never mind, because we do not have a supply zone up there. So there's nothing actually there. See something. Yeah. There's nothing there. There's no supply zone there as well. So that will be it for today's session. So for today, unfortunately, that was a loss, so minus 0.75. And same thing. All right. So yeah, so today took about a little bit of a 1% loss, I guess due to that spike up in price. So this is that trade I just we just got stopped out on. Normally I risk like 1% per trade, so I was risking 2,000, but got slipped up. But this is my first loss in quite a while. So yesterday had a win, the previous day had a win, previous day break even. So at some point there's bound to be losses, but normally with this rejection scalp strategy, I think it has a 70% win rate. So meaning for every 10 trades, about 6 to 7 of those trades win. So you do expect to lose like 3 or 4 out of 10 trades. But with the trailing stop and all of that, you still end up, pretty profitable. But right now, based off of where we are, I don't see, and normally for this strategy, I normally trade it between, or these strategies, I trade them between 9:30 a.m., which is market open, to 11 a.m. Eastern time, and also 1:30 p.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern time as well. The afternoon session is a bit more directional, but today makes sense with the back and forth in the market because we do have the FOMC announcement tomorrow. So normally the day before FOMC up to like noon of the FOMC day, you normally expect quite a bunch of back and forth in the market. But I think US 30 will push up. If you guys do see what's that? What's that called? Accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution. So US 30 might take this pattern, maybe even for the rest of the day, right? Because you can see that accumulation phase right here. You can see price faked out to the downside, grabbed liquidity at. So this right here was the ideal trade we would have wanted to get. That order block rejection scalp right here. Only reason we didn't get it was because there was no demand zone that we could see. But anyway, yeah, so I think that accumulation manipulation to the downside, like a fake out, goes back in the range and then breaks out. And then you do see we have an hourly bullish order block there that might assist it to break or to continue breaking back above. Um, Here as well, no, actually nothing as well, really. So anything above this hourly bullish high, we really don't see any other supply zone or any other resistance, right? So if US 30 does break, if US 30 does break above there, then price might keep just shooting to the upside. But other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow is a better day. I know it will be an FOMC day as well, so we might get some manipulation back and forth. But I'll be looking to trade the FOMC session as well, because especially for this rejection scalps, you just want a bunch of volatility in the market. But hopefully we get better trades for the rest of the week. It's only Tuesday, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow.